Hey. Hey.
Exactly, yeah, half an hour ago. When did we do the time? Alright, we'll get you guys all on board. It's going to keep moving as you hop on, so just mind the gap, okay? Alright, ready? Alright, hey, head on through, hey. Hey.
The Melbourne Star, previously Southern Star, is a giant Ferris wheel in the Waterfront City precinct in the Docklands area of Melbourne, the state capital of Victoria, Australia. Described by its operators as the Southern Hemisphere's only giant observation wheel, it is 120 metres or 394 feet tall and has 7 spokes reflecting the 7-pointed star of the Australian flag. It opened 2 years behind schedule in December 2008, but closed 40 days later due to structural defects and was subsequently dismantled for major repairs. The wheel itself was scrapped and replaced, but the original support structure and passenger cabins were retained. It was originally thought that reconstruction might be completed in late 2010, but repeated delays meant it did not reopen until the 23rd of December 2013. A ride, or one complete rotation, takes 30 minutes and, according to the Star's website, provides uninterrupted 360-degree views of up to 40 kilometres or 25 miles, encompassing the Docklands precinct, Melbourne CBD, Port Phillip Bay, and as far as Mount Macedon, Arthur's Seat, and the Dandenong Ranges. 2006 to 2009. Construction. The project was undertaken by ING Real Estate, and the construction consultant was Hanson Yuncken. The wheel was designed and built by Sanoya's Rides Corporation, a wholly owned subsidiary of the Japanese ship and amusement park ride builder Sanoya's Holdings Corporation, and the steel builder was Alfasi Steel Constructions. Construction began in 2006. By the 1st of March 2008, the outer rim had been completed, and by the 21st of October, air-conditioned enclosed passenger cabins built in Osaka, Japan, were receiving their fit-out. Each cabin weighs 13 tonnes, is 5.7 metres or 19 feet long, and 3.7 metres or 12 feet high, has floor-to-ceiling glass walls, and can accommodate up to 20 passengers. Opening. The wheel first opened to the public on the 20th of December 2008, 2 years behind schedule. Its most recently postponed opening ceremony, scheduled for the 28th of November 2008, had been cancelled due to bad weather and delays in procuring parts. It had cost an estimated $100 million to construct, and was expected to attract more than 1 million visitors annually. Tickets cost $29 for adults and $17 for children, as at 2018, adult tickets cost $39 for adults and $27 for children. Closure. On the 30th of January 2009, 40 days after opening, the wheel was shut down by WorkSafe after cracks up to 3 metres or 9.8 feet long were inadvertently discovered by a contract worker installing LED lighting. One node was almost completely torn from its welded joint. Initially, the operators blamed the 2009 Southeastern Australia heatwave for causing the damage, and it was not known when the wheel would reopen. Upon further investigation, engineers working on the wheel discovered the cracks were not caused by the heatwave, but rather a problem in the original design. 14 cracks were found in the steel. An updated press release on the operator's official website stated, "The Southern Star observation wheel was temporarily closed in January 2009. As a result of extensive design and technical reviews, a conclusion was reached to build a new wheel. Sanoyas, who designed and built the wheel, accepted responsibility for the cracks and undertook its reconstruction under warranty. Consulting engineers Arup, steel builder Alfasi, and construction consultant Hanson Yuncken signed confidentiality agreements preventing them from commenting publicly. Most of the original wheel was sold for scrap, but the main support columns and the passenger cabins were retained and reused. The reconstruction process began in a factory in South Dandenong in December 2009, at which time it was expected that a year would pass before the wheel would reopen. 2010. In October, it was reported that the viability of the wheel was in doubt after contractors stopped work because they had not been paid, although a spokeswoman for Southern Star Management Group denied this, stating that the construction process is extremely intricate and highly influenced by adverse weather conditions, including rain, wind, and hot and cold weather. 2011. In January, the first of the 7 replacement spokes manufactured by BMC in the Latrobe Valley was delivered to Docklands. In July, the wheel was expected to be turning again by the end of the year. On the 28th of November, reconstruction work was in progress when the wheel broke free from its restraints and began turning in strong winds, resulting in minor injuries for one of the workers as they fled the site. The next day, Southern Star management issued a statement saying that bracing used to erect the wheel had failed and that no final completion date for the wheel had yet been confirmed. In December, it was reported that the wheel was not expected to reopen before Easter 2012. In January, it was reported that an international team of experts, including Arup, who were involved in both the London Eye and the Singapore Flyer projects, and Hyder Consulting, had been engaged in the redesign and that reconstruction was now expected to be completed before the end of the year. In June, it was reported that the then owner ING Real Estate had repeatedly refused to announce an estimated completion date, but that an estimated date might be given at a briefing of state government officials planned for July. In August, it was reported that the wheel could reopen in January 2013, but only if there was no wind, no rain for the next 4 months, an unlikely scenario for Melbourne, a city renowned for extremely windy springs and rain that washes out the first cricket matches. According to spokesman Ken Davis, 70% of available construction time was being lost each week as cranes and lifts on the site could not operate in bad weather. He also stated that due to the complexity of the construction process, we are not in a position to make any announcements regarding a 2013 opening date. However, later that same month, after the final section of the rim was installed, he stated, "We're hoping it will be completed by the middle of next year." 2013. In January, ING Real Estate advised that the wheel would not reopen until the second half of the year, and on 27th of April it was renamed as the Melbourne Star. On the 25th of August, the opening was put back yet again to March 2014. 3 days later, the first of the original cabins, which had been in storage since the original wheel was dismantled, was reinstalled. This took up to 3/4 of a day each, depending on weather conditions. The only substantial modification was an upgrade of their audio systems. On the 11th of October, it was announced that Sonoyas had purchased the wheel from ING Real Estate for an undisclosed price, and that Melbourne Star Management Group would continue to manage it. On 25th of October, Sonoyas Holding Corporation President Takashi Ueda announced that the company was aiming to reopen the attraction in 10 weeks' time. Advertisements for approximately 100 jobs began appearing on the Melbourne Star website and on the Seek recruiting website. Reopening. On the 6th of December 2013, it was reported that construction work had been completed, and an announcement on the Star's website stated that the reopening would be in late December.
Reach it. Stand there close. Stand close. Stand over here. Here. Noah.